You asked for it, and here it is. 10 hours of crab. Let's go. Alright, I guess you guys actually want to see an explore video. So I'm going to break this down into two separate sections. First is going to be the easy peasy lower level teams, and then we'll get into some actual level 12 farming teams. I've used all of these many a time, and they all work quite beautifully. So we'll start with the super low level ones. This is what you want to be farming your level 1 difficulties with. So this is a classic team using Rowan. Rowan, for folks who don't know, actually is getting a 2x boost on their armor. So the damage is decent, but assuming you have any kind of armor stats, even if you have 20, this is going to kill everybody when you cast Rowan. So all of these troops are really just around getting mana faster for Rowan. Leprechaun's going to pop the board right away. Clockwork Sphinx is going to give armor and destroy gems, so this is going to just boost his damage, assuming you might not have enough for some reason. And Mountain Crusher there just to get mana even faster. So this Tree Popper team is going to get it done for you nice and quick. The other is El Classico, of course. This is your Sunbird, Firebomb, Imperial Jewel, Mirage Queen. Mirage Queen's here to get you 50% mana start over here. For your, technically your Firebomb, but for your Sunbird. So Sunbird will have 50% mana start. You'll blow up the Firebomb. Sunbird will almost certainly be full. You blow up the Sunbird and then you win. Life is good. That is those teams. Now we get into the level 12 farming teams. So I'm going to start with this one, which is a variant of a cheeky version. So this is using Scorpius's lethal damage here. This is basically going to kill anybody that is poisoned. And Magnus here, of course, poisons everybody and diseases them just for fun. But the other fun thing about this team is that this is actually going to totally mess up the other team as you're doing all of this. So every 4 or 5 match that you make, you're going to be inflicting a random status effect. So this is going to end up just kind of randomly making the other team super sad. So Gimlet's here just to get the party started even faster, but then you just keep popping Mountain Crusher, you get 1 Magnus cast off, and then you just start insta-killing with Scorpius. So this team, mighty fun and easy to do. The only thing you'd have to be worried about with that team specifically is if the troops that you're fighting are impervious or immune to poison, this team wouldn't really be the best. But for kingdoms where they don't have any of that going on, this team will be totally great. The next one is the Dragon's Breath team. So this is really just a classic dragon team. So as I've explained in some other areas, the reason that we're using this team specifically is because it's just very safe and consistent. So even though this has no mana start whatsoever, all you need to do is get it started and then it just basically wins from there. So Divinia's there to help you just keep getting more and more mana, also cleansing you if you happen to need that, or giving you just life on top of it. You're also getting tons of status effects as a result. You'll be looping because of this weapon, which is just doing tons of damage. The reason this will be doing tons of damage is because Glitter Claw is going to be fair firing everybody. So I would recommend just kind of casting this, even if you're not going to get a 4 or 5 match out of it sometimes, just because when you're using World Breaker, you're just going to basically be constantly hitting everybody for 60 to 70 some odd damage every time you cast him. So this team, super fun, super safe, not the fastest of teams, but it's certainly very consistent. Be able to farm every single kingdom, every single level 12 difficulty, boss fight, mythic boss fight, etc. Super safe, super easy. But the team that I actually use is this one. And you've probably seen a version of this, if not this team directly. So this is using the Forest Troll and then Gob Truffle combo, which is of course extremely strong with a Doomglaive. However, I'm also adding in Mirage Queen here, so what this is actually going to do is create a situation where you have very consistent damage and looping, so King Gob Truffle is just going to be hitting people over and over again, refilling Forest Troll. Anytime that you don't have any kind of mana matches, you just Forest Troll and then make the entire board nice, a pretty green. And then basically whenever you have alignment, you cast your Doomglaive, and whenever you have alignment with Mirage Queen, you cast Mirage Queen. The only tip that I'll give for this build is that if you're going to cast Mirage Queen, I would strongly recommend you have your mana up on King Gob Truffle first. So that way, after you blow up the entire board, you have some way of getting more green and brown mana out there. Once you use Mirage Queen, the whole thing's going to blow up. The other noteworthy thing about this team is that you definitely want to get this weapon up all the way to at least level 9. This will get you the Leaf Storm, so every single time you cast your Doomglaive, you'll get their Leaf Storm continuing to go. But I've beaten teams literally on turn 1 with this. You just loop and loop and loop and loop and loop. They never get a chance and then they're all dead. So this is the team that I personally use running through everything. But those are the fastest explore teams that are out there. They'll let you beat everything. So if you're farming trade stones, the early teams I showed you, or if you're looking to farm up your kingdoms, the other teams that I showed you will get that done quite nicely. So that's your quick and easy, super dirty, non-crab dancing video about fast explore teams. I will catch you in the next one.